Hi everyone, welcome to your daily tarot reading for Saturday the 10th of September. It's really nice to be with you. I'm using the Wild Unknown Tarot for today's reading. And let's have a look at what's coming up today. It's always very promising. Death. So the first card is Death. It's the end of something. It's the end of a search. It's an end of a chapter of your life where you've been uncertain and you haven't known what's going on. And it's a time of becoming busier and focused and starting the work that you're meant to be doing, because you have this knowledge now and you can actually get busy and you can get very practical. You can get down to earth. And finally, the Five of Wands in reverse. There's no more conflict or no more question about what it is you should be doing. That whole theme in your life has now died and gone away. It's been resolved. So check in with yourself very, very clearly on Saturday and ask yourself, what did I discover yesterday? What in my heart of hearts do I know to be true? What is it that I'm meant to be working on? Because this is no longer a day for questioning or seeking or preparing for something. It's actually saying, I've got the answer that I need. I've got this information. I'm now going to make a commitment to doing what I feel to be right and true and genuine and purposeful. And I'm actually going to get busy doing that. So whether you had a moment of epiphany yesterday and you work as an accountant Monday to Friday and you've discovered that you really want to be helping people by doing work as a medium, then start working on how you can create that as a reality. Whether you want to train a little bit more and you start researching mediumship circles and joining one, or whether you feel like you've had the practice and now you're ready to start your own business in that field, then make that commitment today and get practical and busy with it. If you're retired and you've discovered that you have this whole untapped resource of talent within you, which you've never done anything with, then again, get practical on giving that some sort of form and shape and structure so that you can actually work on it in future. It's so interesting, you know, that a lot of the time we pray for answers and messages, and sometimes we hope and we ask for these messages of guidance, but then, and this was certainly true for my case, when the message comes through, you dismiss it and say, oh no, that's not practical. I mean, I always tell this story, but I discovered my first deck of tarot cards at 11 when I was at my grandmother's house visiting, and then I became enamored with them and I started looking at them, and I picked up astrology in my teenage years, and I always had this message, this guidance at the back of my mind saying, do this full time, make this what you do. But I didn't listen to that. I dismissed it. I thought that is not practical. I cannot have a career as an astrologer. I can't make a living doing this work. I have to listen to what my family is saying, that I need a conventional, proper job with an education, and I trained as a journalist and as a teacher and all sorts of things, and they never made me happy. And I was getting that guidance and I dismissed it. I didn't listen to it and I didn't honor it and put the practical action in. And because I didn't, I suffered for a long time in jobs that I really didn't enjoy, and I wasn't using my gifts or talents, and I floundered along for a long time. So that's the trick here. When you actually get the message, and this is really clear, I mean, the death card is no, there's no arguing with the death card. Death is death. You know, the question, the research is done with. There's no more conflict. You know what you're meant to be doing. Honor it and do it. I promise you it will be less painful than if you continue the search for no reason when you already have the answer. And if it doesn't seem feasible the way it didn't in my case, oh no, you can't, you know, you can't pay your rent if you work as an astrologer, then have faith and trust that you've been given this message and this guidance for a reason, and that if you follow it, everything's going to work out just fine. And the only thing you're being asked to do is to honor the guidance that you've got and to implement it. And that takes practice. That doesn't just come overnight. So number-wise, we have got 13 and 1 is 14 and 5 is 19. 1 and 9 is 20. No, 1 and 9 is 10, isn't it? Oh dear. 5 and 1 is 6. And 13 is 19. 1 and 9 is 10. Yeah, 1 and 9 is 10. So that is about new beginnings and leadership and starting something new by yourself independently as a result of the guidance that you've got. Okay? You know, I'm being prompted that 2 is also relevant, and 2 is about a relationship, cooperating. And you need to build the relationship with your higher power and honor the guidance and the messages that you've got from that relationship. And if you implement those things, you're going to succeed. So that's the way forward. If you have any questions in terms of your own life, how this would apply, what your life purpose is, what you're meant to be working on, if you've tried this but you're just not making progress and you'd like me to have a look at your chart, then please get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. Click on the readings tab and you can order your reading with me there. Please remember to subscribe to the channel, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.